Welcome to Podcasts, recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcast, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.
Let's hear it for the Friends Band and Glenn Hoover. Nice job. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody stand. We're going to sing our opening song. It's on your blue sheet in your program. It's called My Soul is Welcome Here by Daniel Namad.
Good morning and welcome to the Portland Center for Spiritual Living. We are a science of mind community. Are these important? No, guess not. We are a science of mind community that teaches spiritual principles to transform your life and make the world a better place. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And all we ask is that you stay open to the possibility of changing your entire life, excuse me, simply by changing your mind. My name is Nancy Ashley, licensed practitioner here, and I welcome you. But I'm going to do a quick interlude here and saying, welcome to our virtual community. So there's been some question about our virtual community, and I'm going to introduce you to a couple of people that are probably on live on the virtual community today. Our community goes for 5,000 miles. So licensed practitioner of 18 years here, Annette Bolster, happens to be living in Atlanta now. So welcome to Atlanta. We also have licensed practitioner Donna Wallace, who's living in Hawaii. And of course, Reverend Marilyn Sprague, who is our education director and is very much involved in creating a virtual community, and really want you to know that in fact there are usually 15 or so people online in the virtual community, which if you look around here, that's like 20% of our congregation may be online right now. Board member who's home taking care of family, another long-term member who's got COVID. I mean, the virtual community is us in a different form. So we just want to make sure that everybody's aware that this virtual community is not just somebody sitting back having a little cup of coffee and not bothering to come in. These are our congregants that are here in as they say, Facebook land, our virtual community. So, if you are new to the center, anyone new here today? First time? Few people, okay. We have our welcome packet here, which hopefully you got at the door, and it includes all the information that you need about who we are, what we believe in, and how we might serve you, and it also has a Science of Mind magazine for you. So for our global community, the same information is available to you all at our website, cslportland.org, under the About Us tab, and you'll find a lot of information about who we are, what we stand for, and how we might serve you. On our website, you can also sign up for our weekly emails that are really helpful. They give you a listing of everything that's going on here and all the Zoom links and everything. And if you sign up on that, you also get a free gift on your birthday. So we have a few announcements. One of the really important ones, and it's not written down here anywhere, is that in fact the teen youth program is starting today upstairs. We had been told that that wasn't going to be possible till we had a new minister, but it turned out that they are able to start today, and several of our team that you would recognize are upstairs doing this right now and building another teen community, which we've never had before. We had our youth community that was usually little kids, but now we have a teen community. So very, very nice coming in. So we have licensed practitioner Kathy Batten on High Watch here in the center, and licensed practitioner Donna Wallace from Hawaii is on Facebook on the virtual community, holding a sacred container of consciousness for our whole community, virtual and here. Our music today is by Glenn Hoover. And our fabulous friend's band who has been here for years and years, and we love them. And I want to also acknowledge our community congregational singers, Kristen, Paulette, and Michelle, whom you see up here all the time. Last week when they were singing with LaRonda, I said it was LaRonda and the Supremes, but okay. Congregational singers. So we have Reverend Jean Celia, who is here from Lincoln City. And her talk today will be about gracious gratitude. So flowers are courtesy of Kat Jacobs. Thank you, Kat. And I think that's about it. Oh, okay, Bev is ready to come up and talk about Partners in Prosperity.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bev Simpson, and I have the privilege and honor of being on the board here at the center. And I want to talk to you about stewardship and Partners in Prosperity today. This program is presented to us for 3 reasons, and the first one is to thank each and every one of you, no matter where you are, for the contributions that you make in so many different ways. We appreciate, and we wouldn't be here without the help of all of us. The second reason is to create a world that works for everyone, and the world could use some help right about now, and we can do that in our own individual ways. And the third way is a more practical way. It's to plan for our budget for the following year. We ask that you complete an intentional giving card for our beloved virtual community, and you know that we love you. You can go to the website at www.cslportland.org/pledge. And so this will give us some information for financial support for the coming year. This is what helps us prepare for the budget for the entire year, next year, 2024. Our goal is to raise $130,000 in pledges. This will provide approximately 70% of the operating expenses for our center, and the remaining will come from classes and events and other areas. I want to talk to you just for a couple of minutes about 2 special programs that we are really quite well known for here at the center. Education and connection circles. Did you know that PCSL is a pioneer in these areas? Long before centers had moved online, we were one of the first to be a certified distance learning provider. We've now been teaching online for over 4 years and have adapted all our classes and workshops for both online and personal delivery. That's why we're from sea to shining sea, as well as here in the room. As an example, this fall, the Education Department, under the excellent leadership of our own Director of Education, Reverend Marilyn Sprague, has completed roughly 51 hours a week of sacred study with students and teachers from North Dakota, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, New York, Annette in Alabama, and additionally, we have received inquiry of our classes from as far away as Germany. So we really are a global community, and I think that that's very exciting in this day and age. We've also been pioneering an educational collaboration with Amazing Grace CSL in Seattle. This collaboration has not only increased our class attendance, but has expanded our outreach to more students interested in raising their consciousness through sacred studies. Through your help, we've become this global resource for science of mind education. Each one of us has our own little energy center, and we help spread that around the world. We're also known for our connection circles. The idea of small groups is not new, but our powerful combination of local hosts leading virtual and live discussions about the Sunday message is both unique and powerful. The opportunity to go deep into spiritual topics allows people to shift their consciousness and make a difference. PCSL classes and connection circles have made a profound impact in my life. I've been both an attendee in the circles as well as in-person host and an online host. And I would ask you each to prayerfully consider participating in connection circles. They're a lovely way, a gentle way, and a very deeply spiritual way of being involved in this very special community. So today, I'm asking that you express your intentions regarding what you intend to contribute to the Center for 2024. This will enable us to create a reasonable budget for next year. Also, very important to know is it's a requirement to provide to our financial mortgage lender, Riverview Community Bank. They want to know what we're doing and how we're doing. And this end, you will find intentional giving cards in the program. For our beloved virtual community, again, pledges can be made, www.cslportland.org/pledge. The card also serves as a personal commitment to your spiritual growth and invites greater abundance into your own life. If you take a look at the intentional giving cards, you'll notice that they look a little bit different this year. The suggested amounts listed on the cards are interesting as well. We wanted to focus on the spiritual intention of your spiritual gifts. Since finances are counted using numerals, we did some research on the metaphysical and spiritual meaning behind one number in particular, and that is the number 18. The number 18 has a deep spiritual and metaphysical meaning. Depending on your source, the meaning of this number, 18, is infinite potential, transformation, spiritual awakening, expanded consciousness, new beginnings, abundance, success, and life. Well, who wouldn't want to participate in that? The connection of the number 18 to PCSL is most apparent when we speak our benediction at the end of the service today and every Sunday. As we move into Prosperity Month, I would like to offer an idea that will empower our intentions and purpose while focusing on particular meaning to our gracious giving. We're very intentional here. Let us make use of the spiritual strength and the power of the number 18 by giving in denominations of 18 or increasing our gifts by denominations of 18. Thereby setting the demonstrating of the intention, the potential, the abundance, the success, the consciousness, and the life that we get to enjoy here. We will be mailing out our intentional giving cards this week, and they are also available in your programs. I received mine earlier this week, and I even love the little sticker that was on the back. There's some good stuff in here. It's also available here at the center in your program, as well as www.cslportland.org/pledge. So I invite you to join us joyfully, abundantly, creatively, supporting our center for the coming year, 2024. Together we can make the powerful teachings of the science of mind available to our community and throughout the world. If you have any questions, please see me or anyone on the board of directors. And when you've completed filling out your card, if you do that in the center, you can put it in the offering basket or to any member of the board. Thank you so much for your support. It's graciously and very respectfully received.
Thank you, Bev. Okay, so sit back and relax because we know that somewhere between the music, the meditation, and the message is exactly what your heart came to receive.
So I'll take a breath and relax, get ready for our meditation. love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside, quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Knowing that God, Spirit, is love, only love, everywhere present, in, through, and as everything, I know that there is wisdom and peace involved with this, that there is wholeness and unity, abundance in this loving essence. And so I know that as God is everywhere present, in, through, and as everything, I know that that means me, that I am a unique, individualized expression of that oneness, and that all of the love of the universe is in my heart right now and in the hearts of everyone that is hearing this message today. And so I claim and affirm for us first that there is gratitude. There is such gratitude for all of the gifts that we have been given, all of the love, the peace within our beloved community, the harmony, the oneness, the wholeness, that we are one and we are filled with love. And in this gratitude, I just know that we share and give more and more from our hearts, that we recognize our own abundance of love, of peace, of friendship, and knowing that we go out into the world and share this graciously. And so with much gratitude, I just express this beingness and know that we are all one. And I give thanks for this. And so I release my word into the action and activity of the law, knowing that it is already done. We are here. We are part of the oneness. We are the wholeness of God. I release it. I let it be. And together we say, and so it is. And as we go into the silence, I just invite us to think of the gratitude that we are able to experience and share in this community.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone here and to our virtual community. I didn't even know we had such a giant virtual community. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is so awesome to have this message shared more vibrantly around the world. So, yes. You know, I really do feel like I've come home today. Yes. Oh, it is a glorious day for all of us to come together, knowing that we are the two or more gathered, and right here in our midst, love is revealed even more brilliantly than it was before. Gloriously, brilliantly, and I am grateful. You know, it was in the early 80s when I moved to Portland. I was just a little baby. Seriously. Okay then. And I quickly discovered the yellow church on Foster Road. That was the church known as PCORS, right? The Portland Church of Religious Science. And I have been, ever since I walked through those doors, I have been immersed in learning about and revealing the divine presence. Ever since then. On that fateful morning when I stepped into the yellow church, I knew I was home. You might be able to relate to that notion. The truth I heard with my heart that morning is that everything is sacred and everything is holy, including me. Now, I knew this in my soul my whole life. And yet, I was raised Roman Catholic, and so it was buried pretty deep in my soul because I was never at least aware of that truth for all those years. And so when I walked into the big yellow church, it was that sense of contentment and joy that really felt overwhelming. I just couldn't wait to start classes and to learn more about this truth. And so I did. I jumped right into classes, went through all the years, became a practitioner for 10 years, was ordained. It's like the truth, once it grabs hold of us and starts to be revealed more fully, it just can't be stopped, can it? You know, many of you don't know me. Perhaps some do. I will tell you the number one principle in my life is summarized in a quote by Don Cardini. Without ice cream, there would be darkness and chaos. Number one principle, just saying. Now, my number two principle is by Dave Barry. It is a scientific fact, and I'm sure he looked this up in all the studies and everything. It is a scientific fact that your body will not absorb cholesterol or calories from food that you take from another person's plate. Right? That is true. It's a scientific fact. So those are the two principles of my life, and you see kind of the pathway that I go on, right? Yeah. For most of us, even with ice cream, being thankful and peaceful is challenging. In the world today, with the escalating violence, the hate, it's even more difficult. And so I feel compelled this morning to address the atrocities, the hatred, the violence going on in the world today. Some of it around the world, some in our community. What I know is that living by the motto, an eye for an eye, makes everybody blind. And so I just invite you, whenever you can, to hold the high watch. That is such a powerful practice. We have practitioners holding the high watch here and in our virtual community. That is so powerful to focus on truth, on God, on love, on light, and especially to focus on peace, to sit in peace, to walk as peace, and to breathe peace. And so I just invite you to hold the high watch whenever possible in your life, because it is powerful and it makes a difference around the globe. Now, in 11 days, we celebrate Football Day. Well, okay, we also call it Thanksgiving. It's the holiday that happens kind of quietly between Halloween and Christmas, right? Although, you know, I go to Costco regularly, and man, you'd think Christmas was in September this year, right? Maybe August, I don't know. It was mind-boggling. Maybe Thanksgiving is the holiday that happens so quietly between Halloween and Christmas, because Thanksgiving, giving thanks, being thankful, cannot be shoehorned into one day. Thanksgiving is a way of life. It's a way of being, a way of living every day, not just one Thursday in November. St. Francis of Assisi wrote, "Preach the gospel at all times. If necessary, use words." That is about living the presence. Living the presence. And of course, the foundational pillar of the gospel of love is gratitude. And remember, Brother Lawrence said, if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, that will suffice. Thank you. Thank you. You know, and yet, that is so simple. I did not say the four-letter word easy. I said simple. And yet we try to make life a bit more complicated. There are many prophets and sages in my life, and this morning I'll share from Pig and Goat in Pearls Before Swine. There is so much truth in all of these prophets. So Pig and Goat are talking, and Goat says, "What are you writing, Pig?" And he says, it's a paper for my philosophy class where we have to discuss the purpose of being alive. Any suggestions? And Goat says, I think the purpose is to love others, as we are all part of one rhythmic energy that we connect to by being fully mindful and present. And Pig rolls his eyes and said, "I'll just write donuts." Because it's easier, right? We try to make life so hard sometimes. We chart this and we think that and we judge that and we try to control something, right? We do, when the essence of gratitude is being. It's being. We know that here. Sometimes it's that journey that's a lot more challenging, right? Life is so simple. Stop clinging. Be grateful. Slow down. Breathe deeply. Be present in this moment. Gratitude shows up when we accept that life unfolds always and forever the way it's meant to. That means accepting every experience, every person, even the ones we don't really like. Open your heart and your hands, your mind, and allow grace to lift you out of the need to cling and to judge and to have opinions and control. Stop clinging to what holds you in slavery. I don't know if there are any Big Bang fans here. Big Bang, the show? All right, yes, all right. There's one episode where Howard, who lives with his mom was yelling, "Howard, I'm stuck!" And he rolled his eyes and he said, "Mom, open your hand, let the cookies go, and your hand will come out of the cookie jar." It's the clinging to stuff, even if it's a cookie, that keeps us stuck. So let go and be grateful. You know, gratitude lives through each of us as being, not doing. As we're grateful for our lives, our feet are guided, our lives are gracious. And the love that is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent begins to shine through the rapidly dissolving false beliefs that we cling to. Remember, God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light is revealed everywhere. Then, fear must be a false belief. And we know that the grandmother of all false beliefs, out of which all fears arise, is the untruth, cancel, that I am not enough. And all of those false beliefs arise out of that. There was a little girl who, whenever anybody would say anything or have a problem or she'd have some challenge, she'd say, it's nothing. It's nothing. Finally, somebody said to her, I need to know what, to you, nothing means. And she thought for a minute. And she said, nothing is like a balloon with its skin off. Right? Our false beliefs live in our balloons, ready to be set free. When you take the skin off your balloon, they disappear. And what do you have? You have the presence and even more good air to breathe. So be soft. Do not let the world make you hard. Do not let the pain make you hate. Do not let bitterness steal your sweetness. There was a Christian farmer who spent the day in town, and he was doing some shopping, and he thought, it's kind of getting towards that time, and so he went to have lunch. And he went into this restaurant, and he bowed his head to bless the food, and he looked up, and there were some young men at the table next to him, and they were looking at him, and the one guy said, he's thinking, I'm going to embarrass you, old guy, and he says, hey, farmer, does everybody out where you live do that? And the farmer looked at him and he said, no, son, the pigs don't. You try to embarrass someone and you never know what you're going to get. There's a Buddhist proverb that says, enough is a feast. Right? That Buddhist proverb emphasizes the idea that contentment and satisfaction come from appreciating what we already have, not always seeking more. Enough is a feast. What I've learned in my many years is he who dies with the most toys leaves a huge garage sale for his heirs, right? When I was younger, I learned, he who dies with the most toys wins. No! Have you ever seen a hearse with a luggage rack on it? No! It is not about more stuff. Enough is a feast. Truth tells us that cultivating inner peace and contentment flows so easily through acceptance and gratitude for what we already have. What we are grateful for multiplies. There's the connection between gratitude and prosperity. What we are grateful for multiplies. I often talk about gracious plenty, right? That abundance and prosperity comes to us through grace. And grace is nurtured through gratitude. Gracious plenty. Myrtle Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity, said, praise and thanksgiving have within them the quickening spiritual power that produces growth and increase. Praise and thanksgiving. Praise and thanksgiving. Enough is a feast. Almost 11 years ago in January of 2013, one of my best friends, Jane, passed away. I had been one of her caregivers, and another friend and I went through the cemetery up to the mortuary to make arrangements. While we were driving back through the cemetery, my mom called and said that my sister had just passed away, less than 24 hours later. Now, my mom is Hungarian, my dad is Italian, so I know drama. And I can tell you there was some wailing and gnashing of teeth. There was whining and crying and sobbing that I do so well. There was a deep, deep sense of loss. And so I was sitting in silence the next day, still in a dark place, like, oh my gosh, really? when the Lord spoke to my heart. And the message that I got so clearly is, I loaned them to you. You're welcome. I loaned them to you. You're welcome, and here you are crying. In other words, cut it out, Jean. They were each in your life, my life, for years, with the laughter, the arguments, right? The adventures, the love. Just be grateful. Focus on the gratitude instead of any sense of loss. We are always at choice. Do we cling to the fear and the loss, or do we open our heart and our hands and our mind and be the presence of love and light and gratitude? Remember, Ernest Holmes wrote more than once, if you don't turn to God in times of trouble, you don't know God, right? So how well do you know God? Which is the same thing as asking, how well do you know yourself? The most recent Unity newsletter has a list of things, a Thanksgiving inventory that was in their magazine, November 1938. Now, even that was before my time, so it's been a while. And this is what it says. I am thankful for the life that pulsates in every cell and fiber of my being. I am thankful for the intelligence that illuminates every step of my daily path. I am thankful for the joy that makes my heart dance. I am thankful for the food that nourishes my body. And I'm sure they meant ice cream. I am thankful for the rest that renews my body and mind. I am grateful for the friends who hear and understand me. And I will add, I am grateful for each of you. I will conclude my message as we go into our prayer this morning with a prayer written by Father Richard Rohr. And this is what he says. Prayer is sitting in the silence until it silences us. Choosing gratitude until we are grateful. And praising God until we ourselves are in active praise. Amen. So let's take a moment as we again remember that one presence that lives in our breath, that lives as us, through us. That one presence that is love, that is delight, that is joy, that is peace. That one presence that is the kingdom of God, that is each of us, beyond any notion of separation. And I speak my word for every person present this morning, knowing that it is that presence, that love, that light that fills us more deeply, more profoundly, that outpictures throughout our lives in a whole different way. As Judge Thomas Troward says, always in advance of anything that has gone before. Always. I know this is so right here and now. I know this prayer is answered in the affirmative, as is every prayer, every moment. And so I release my word into universal law, for it is done. And I say, thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. Now is our time for tithes and offerings. And so, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Our inspirational service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our podcast listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its podcasts, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.